Last time on Majora's Mask, our hero Link did stuff, and he's going to do more stuff today on Majora's Mask.
Thank you, announcer. That was kind of a short intro. But hey! We're at the end of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And just like the computer program I installed last week, the moon is about to crash. Yes, that's right, the moon is about to crash into the Earth and destroy everything. Unless our hero Link can stop the moon by going on top of the clock tower at midnight and confront the Skull Kid. You guys have seen this cutscene before. It's a little bit different this time around, though. Towel gives us the hint that we need to find the 4 giants, and Skull Kid decides to hit Towel, and Towel gets very mad. Skull Kid is nonplussed because, well, you can't destroy the moon, it's too powerful. I mean, he tries to use the power of the evil Majora's Mask to destroy the moon, but it doesn't work. Alright, Link. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna try something. Can I destroy Skull Kid with light arrows? Ah, I can't attack him. I mean, I was able to attack him with bubbles as Deku Shrub Link, but I can't attack him now, and so what I'm going to do instead is play the Oath to Order. This is the song that was taught to me by the 4 giants. It calls the 4 giants so they will come and stop the moon from crashing. In fact, if you listen very carefully, I think you can hear the giants now. No, wait, that's an elephant. Never mind. No, I think that could be the giants. Skull Kid certainly seems upset. So I'm guessing these are the giants here to stop the moon. And there's not much to say about this cutscene. The moon is about to crash into the ground, and the giants show up to stop the moon. So, thanks a lot, Mr. Giant. Ooh, and here's Mr. Giant number 2. And of course, we have the 3rd giant appearing from the ocean. And the 4th giant is going to appear from Icona Canyon. Wait, is that the giant's nose? The giant's nose is the size of its whole body. Minus the legs, of course. Those are some strange-looking giants. Well, strange as they might be, they are able to stop the moon by swinging their hands up to the sky. Come on, giants, you can do it! Come on, guys, you can do it! I know you're nothing but skin and bones, but you have enough arm strength. Come on, you can do it! I believe in you guys! Did they do it? I think they did it! Alright, giants! We just saved the world! Those giants are very strange looking, but they did save the world, and so that means it's time to have a giant dance party. Oh, wait. No time to dance. We still need to figure out how to get rid of the moon. The giants can't just stand around and hold the moon forever, you know. Yes, we defeated Skull Kid. And yes, Skull Kid, do you realize what a big jerk you've been? You tried to ruin everybody's life. And you punched a fairy. Punching a fairy, Skull Kid, how evil can you get? Well, Tal seems to want to forgive the Skull Kid, but I'm not quite sure that Tattle wants to.
Certainly, he had far too many weaknesses to use my power.
Yeah, that's right, and what? Who's the guy with the ridiculously bad British accent?
Pip pip cheerio! A puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage.
Oh no, everybody. Majora's Mask is alive. And evil, and it has a British accent. We've got to stop him! Okay, so the mask is working with the moon in order to destroy the world, or something like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the moon's mouth is opening. Oh no, come on, giants! Yeah, this isn't good, this isn't good. Let's go back in time. Wait, no, we can't go back in time. We have to stop the mask. Tattle, we have to go up there and stop the mask. We will not be able to save the world unless the mask is stopped. Ah, thanks a lot, Tattle. Okay, we have a confrontation between the two fairies, and Tattle decides to help us out as we go to the moon! Yeah, I know, we're really stupid. We're chasing after an evil mask to the moon, but it's the only thing we can do, because I want to see what the moon looks like from the inside, and... Wait, where am I? This is the moon? This is what is inside the creepy-looking moon. Wow. Once again, this game has upped the weirdness factor by 10%. Actually, this isn't that bad. This is kind of nice and peaceful. Yeah, I sort of like this. It's a very nice, calm place after all the drama about the moon crashing into the Earth. And we have some kids over here. Kids which sort of resemble the mask salesman. You know, they have the same ears and hair. And they want to play mask salesman. So what you have to do here is give some masks to the kid. It doesn't matter which mask, you just have to give him 3 masks. Mask. My recording equipment is kind of weird and it tends to drop the K at the end of the word mask, so it sounds like I'm saying Majora's Mass. You know, like we're going to church or something like that. But no, we're not going to church. Instead, we are going to the Jai-Org dungeon. This is a challenge for Azora Link. You need to swim through the dungeon and find the kid. It's a game of hide and seek, so obviously he's hiding somewhere in the dungeon. So yeah, this is an interesting challenge. You have to navigate this maze of pipes in order to find the kid. The only problem is you have no idea where the kid is and there aren't any clues. You just have to keep guessing until you get the right solution. Fortunately, though, all the pipes are interconnected, so there are multiple solutions which are correct. And I'm here at the start of the maze again. This time, I'm just going to look up the solution on the internet. And the internet says I have to go right and then left. So right, and then left, and then left and left. Just keep going left until you reach wherever it is we are trying to reach. Actually, I think I'm going to get a piece of heart. This should be cool. No, wait. Wait. This does not look like it has the kid or the piece of heart. Oh, wait, there it is! Ha! That's kind of tricky! A hidden piece of heart. Alright, this time let's find the kid. I have no idea where the kid is. I'm just going to be surprised. You go left, and then left, and then right. And I don't know where I went there. Maybe I went right again. I don't know! Oh wait, there's the kid. Awesome. Thank you, Internet, for telling me what to do. And now the kid is going to ask Link a rather strange question. I always found this to be a really interesting part of the game. Every time you find a kid, the kid is going to ask you a deep philosophical question. The right thing. What is it? If you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy? I think the answer is yes. Yes, if you do the right thing, it does make people happy. Especially when the right thing is preventing the moon from destroying the planet. Okay, so the answer to question number 1 is yes. Still, that's a very deep question for a kid to ask. He's asking about morality. What is the good life? What is the right thing? What is the summum bonum? To use a term that I don't think any of my viewers will understand, so let's get back to the commentary. Here's the Udalwa kid. This kid only wants one mask. And of course, he's going to give you a challenge. Hide and go seek? This time you have to go through the challenge as Deku Shrub Link. Because Udalwa was the boss for the Deku Shrub Temple. It makes sense. And I always thought this was a really interesting challenge. We have moving platforms that you have to go on as Deku Shrub Link. I would have liked to have seen this challenge somewhere else in the game, rather than the final level. You know, maybe they could have gotten rid of 1 or 2 of the boring rooms in the Deku Shrub dungeon and replaced them with a challenge like this. It's pretty creative. And this is also interesting. You can see we have spiky things which will knock you off of the platform unless you dive into the flower. Just to make the challenge even more interesting. Very well done. I like this dungeon. Well, it's technically not a dungeon. It's a one-room area, and I just died. Okay, let me try that again. When I'm closer to this platform in the corner, I can fly to the platform in order to get a piece of heart. And this is something that they should have used elsewhere in the game as well. These yellow Deku Shrub flowers make you go up higher. They could have come up with a different use for that, right? I can see, maybe not a lot of situations where it could be useful, but I can definitely see several situations where having one flower that shoots you up higher than the others could definitely be helpful. Yeah, that could have made the Deku Shrub playground a lot more interesting if some of the time you had to go up really high on the specific flower. Something like that. I don't know. It's just a good idea. And what I'm trying to say is, it's kind of a shame that these good ideas only get used at the very end of the game. Your friends. What kind of people are they? Do they think of you as a friend? Another deep question. The answer is I hope so. I hope they think that I'm their friend. I think they're my friends, right? I'm guessing this kid is asking questions about friends because nobody's added him on Facebook. I'm pretty sure that's why he wants to know.
And here, we have the Got boss, right? Got? Yes. So we've got to make sure to give this kid 2 masks. Udawa wants 1 mask, Got wants 2, Jyorg wants 3, and Twinmold wants 4. Just in case you're wondering what the pattern is, that's the pattern. Now, the Got dungeon is the hardest one, at least in my opinion, because you have a Goron rolling challenge. Let me show you what this looks like. You have to roll perfectly across a bunch of platforms. There are 10 or 12 in all, and here I make the first jump. No, wait, never mind, I don't make the first jump. That's basically what happens every time I try this challenge. I failed for, say, 5 minutes, which I'm going to cut out of this video. But what you're supposed to do is make the first jump, and then bounce. Whoa, okay, that didn't work. You're supposed to bounce into those treasure chests, which will bounce you to the next area that you have to go on. You need to line yourself up perfectly in the middle of the area, and then just let go. Okay, that didn't work well. But what you're supposed to do, line yourself up perfectly, and then let go of the control stick. And then he will just go down the middle of these areas, the exact middle, make perfect bounces, make all of these jumps. We have another bounce. Yes, and here you kind of have to lean to the right to make that jump, which I was obviously not going to make, so I decided not to make the jump. And we have a piece of heart somewhere here in this maze of platforms. And I'm going to try to find the exit. I'm not going to go after the piece of heart, because this is the exit right over here. At least I think it is. That looks like an exit, right? Okay, that definitely looks like an exit, so I'm going to roll and make the jump to the exit. And if you're not like me and you decided to go after the piece of heart, the way to do that is to continue all the way through the end of the challenge. You know where I stopped rolling? Don't stop rolling, just keep on rolling and go on, and eventually you get the piece of heart. And here's the kid again. He refuses to talk to Goron Link, so let's talk to him as normal Link. Alright, so let's see what question this kid has for us. Come on, I'm on a roll, I can feel it. I bet I can answer this question. Oh, whoops, accidentally hit the B button. So that's what happens when you say, no, I'm not going to give you a mask. What makes you happy? I wonder, what makes you happy? Does it make others happy too? Well, maybe, maybe not. I mean, if cutting in line at the movies makes you happy, then no, that's not going to make other people happy. But in general, what makes you happy is helping other people, and that definitely makes them happy. See, if everybody realized that, we would all be helping out each other, and the world would finally be a good place to live in. Okay, so... yeah, you can really tell from this angle that the kids look exactly like the mask salesman. I didn't realize this until my playthrough of the game, but... whoa, why is Link taking a step backwards? Every time Link shows a mask, he takes a step backwards, apparently. Well, that's kind of strange. And it's kind of strange that these kids look like the mask salesman. As I was saying, I just figured it out now. I bet there's some sort of symbolism behind that, but I have no idea what the symbolism is. Yeah, I have no idea. It's weird. We're in a field inside the moon. And now we're in a dungeon inside a field inside the moon. Actually, I kind of like this one. This is really simple. It's just a few rooms of boss battles and puzzles. It doesn't really resemble Stone Tower Dungeon, but it's a good challenge nonetheless.
Alright, here we go. Garo Master fight time. As I've said before, I have no idea how to hurt the Garo Master unless he's looking around. Oh wait, I think I hurt him there. But still, I can only hurt him after he's done an attack. I can't hurt him before he does an attack. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I really should work on my timing, but I'm not going to because this is the last time you will fight him in the game. And here, just hookshot to the treasure chest and leave the room. Alright, so I got some arrows. I'm not going to need them in this dungeon, but I will need them in the final boss battle against Majora's Mask. Alright, here we go. Here is an Iron Knuckle, and Link is going to fight the Iron Knuckle with the Great Fairy Sword. Can you fight the Iron Knuckle with arrows? I wonder. I think there's a strategy where you stay away from the enemy and pelt it with arrows from a distance. Maybe that strategy works, maybe it doesn't. I didn't try that strategy. And here's the puzzle I was talking about. We have the exit up there, but how do you reach the exit? The solution? Use the bomb chew which you just received. Alright, there we go, there we go. There's a hole in the wall. I thought it was a hole in the ceiling, but it's in the wall. And just use good timing, which apparently I do not have. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, go! Oh, well that wasn't even close. Okay, let's go against the wall to give it as much time as possible. 1, 2, 3... That's kind of weird how the bomb chew is sticking through Link's hat, but not really. 1, 2. Good, good, good. Oh, no, okay, 1, 2, 2.5, go! Alright! Finally, jeez. Ah, yes, and you do need arrows to solve this challenge. Okay, that's why they gave you arrows. Because if you didn't have arrows, you would be completely stuck. You know, that's one of the good things about the Zelda series, is that the dungeons are usually designed so you can't be stuck. You can be confused and not know what to do next, but generally, it's impossible to get stuck and be unable to progress. And we just got the final piece of heart. Awesome! Technically, there are 4 more pieces of heart you can get, but as I said in the last video, I'm not going to get them. And this time... Whoa, weird angle! This time you can destroy something in the ceiling. Yes! Alright, alright, so destroy the patch on the ceiling. And then shoot this ice eye with a fire arrow to open the door to the room where the kid is definitely waiting for Link. Of course, this kid wants every single mask that Link still has. Except for the Deku Shrub mask, the Zora mask, and the Goron mask. He just wants normal masks. He doesn't want the ones that transform Link. Link is taking steps backwards again, I've noticed. And here we go! Time for deep question number 4. Your true face. What is your true face? Is it the face underneath the mask? Answer, yes, kid! If you take off the mask, we'll be able to see what your true face looks like. Alright, that was an easy question! And now, I'm going to finally beat Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I'm going to have the final boss battle against the mask, and I'm going to talk to the final kid who is right under here, under this tree in the distance, and you won't want to miss it!
next time on Majora's Mask.